There are so many episodes in my story of how I survived the genocide in Rwanda. But I will tell you just one day, April 9th, the day I doubt most. They had already come on April 7th, and they killed my young brother who was living with us and my maid. They were about to kill my husband and all my children. They get me out of our house to hide to my neighbor, and I was standing up there when I can see through my window. My son, Emmanuel, who was 4 years, they put him down and cut his whole back completely, and he was screaming, "Mom, Mom, Mom, help me, Mom." They cut him so bad, terrifying my husband and beating him and telling him, look at it. They were taking my husband and lay him down and run in drums and bring them kids, lay them on top of each other and putting the head together, and they tried to use one bullet in all of them. But Benny kept getting up and try to run, and they will go back and pick him up and bring him. But that gave them a chance where that neighbor walked in and told them to stop. And he said, "I know them for sure. They are not Tutsi." He saved our life. We hear the shooting, and that's the time they were trying to get me in ethic. Once I get there, it was very, very hot. It was like a sauna. I prayed, God help me. And then my neighbor was there. She's like, "Henriette, please don't pray. God is gone. Look at what happened around. The bishop died, the pastor died, the kids, the baby, what are you talking about? There's no God." They keep trying to open the door, and then something happened, scared them, and they ran. When I come down, my daughter was crying. She's like, "Mom, when are we dying? They told us to come back because we have to die." Nadine was only 5 years, and Benny was 6 years. I was praying to God to give me the answer. Then Ben said, "Mom, we're even dying and we're not even going to go to heaven." And I say, "Why are we not going to heaven?" And Benny say, "Mom, because we are not baptized." And I'm like, "Do you remember the thief who was on the cross with Jesus? And Jesus told him, we will be together in heaven. Do you remember that?" And he said, "Yes, but Jesus is not here." And I'm like, "Jesus is here." I called my nanny and I say, "Bring my Bible." And my husband was standing up there. He's like, "You better don't think about this God. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I am thinking about God because he's the only one who's going to protect us. He is the only one who will accept us. We are so rejected. God is here." I called everybody so we can sit down in the living room and pray. And my husband was like, they're going to come and find all of us together right now, and they're going to kill everybody. Can you go back in ethic there? And everybody go hide somewhere. I don't know what to do. There was my brother's dead body outside of the door. There's nobody to take care of that. No funeral, nobody to even care. The fry was coming from outside from the body. They turned off the phone, they broke the line, and it was nothing working, no news. And in my mind, I was like, "God, please help me, get me out of this mess. What am I going to do?" It was kind of doubting. What is God? What is everybody saying? It may be true. What is going on? Why God is not responding? That's when I saw a kind of miracle. Our phone was not working for 3 days. Then I hear the phone rings. By the way, all that happened in Easter weekend. 3 days without phone, just like Jesus, he'd been tomb for 3 days. And he raised again. Everybody's scared, and my husband was, don't pick it up. And I'm like, I have to pick it up. When I pick up the phone, it was one of my friends who was in the United States. She has been trying to reach out for her relatives, her family, her parents. She's like, Henriette, do you still alive? I've been trying to call everybody. We both crying and crying. She's like, it's okay, we just want to give you the message. Psalm 91. In this situation, the truth is, please give them this message. It's for them. We prayed and God gave us this Psalm 91. It's yours. Pray it. Believe it. God is going to do it. Phone, hang up again, and cut off completely. I already had my Bible from my nanny who brought it, and I opened Psalm 91. It was my first time that I ever seen that psalm, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, it's just what's going on. 1,000 people will die on your left and your right. Everything, I will protect you, and I will be with you, and nothing will come close to your family. And it goes on and on and on. And I'm like, things like that has been in the Bible for all these years. I didn't know about it until it comes from United States to lift me up in this condition. And I'm like, Lord, I thank you. I just felt like Holy Spirit is touching my heart, and I called everybody, come on, sit down. Yeah, we're going to repeat this Psalm 91. And everybody come, we did it, and I did to them. Then I would have everybody repeating line by line. We all have something to hold on. So we're not thinking about what's going on anymore. We know God stayed. In my doubting, I was like, okay, I believe you will do it. But tell me how. They're asking ID. My ID say Tuti. Well, are you going to make ID for me or for us? What are you going to do? But I trust you, God. I know you can do it. Then my husband saw somebody's coming and he ran. And then that person, he was wearing uniform. I didn't know him. He looked terrifying. And he knocked on the door. My husband was in the hallway. He's like, don't go. And I'm like, God say he's going to protect us. I went, I opened the door. He has a gun on his shoulder, and I say, coming in. And he's like, don't worry. I am not here to kill you. I'm not here to do anything. But I realize that you are on list of people who's going to be killed. But I am trying to see how I can save you. And I'm like, God, why would you let this happen? I feel like I won't die. And I'm like, Uncle, do you think I can survive with this by myself? He's like, yes, God will take care of you. You gotta be strong. And I'm like, be strong for what? For your children, for your husband. And I say, Lord, if I don't die, if I survive this, I will tell the whole world about your power. I will tell the whole world about your promise. Psalm 91. And I thank God that I have a privilege to say that. There's so many people from my country that you can't tell them anything about God. They don't believe God exists. They are dying with the unforgiveness. So many people who fellow Rwandans who is doubting God. God is existing. God is in us, and God loves us. No matter how people will treat you, how people will hate you, how people will reject you, God is there. He's going to be with you. He's the one who will never leave you.